Hi artists, welcome to your next lesson, which is a drawing and painting lesson inspired by Australian painter Ken Dunn. He worked in advertising for a really long time, and then he realized that he was truly an artist and wanted to spend the rest of his life painting, and he paints some really popular scenes in Australia. So I'm going to show you some of his paintings of Australia, and I want to see what you think about them. So this big, I'm going to make it really large. This painting here is called Coral Head, and it's a painting of a coral reef. So raise your hand if you've ever gone snorkeling before and ever looked at fish underwater using goggles of some type. Or raise your hand if you've ever gone to the beach or if you like to go swimming in the ocean. So in this painting, you're going to see a lot of tropical fish. And this is another one of his paintings of a reef with tropical fish. I see some of the fish have spots, and I notice that some have stripes. What do you notice about the fish? That's right. There's a lot of different colors on the fish, and you might have even started to name the body parts. For example, the fish have a head, they have a body, and they have a tail fin. They also might have some little swim fins, which are the fins on the side. Can everybody say fin? Can everybody say reef? Awesome. So today, what we're going to be doing is we're going to go back and we're going to look at a shoal of fish. Now, a shoal is actually a really big school of fish. And I believe that what a shoal means is when it's all different types of fish, they're not all the same. So this is a shoal of tropical fish on a reef. And so today we're going to use a basic art material called oil pastel. Now, if you don't have oil pastels, you can use crayons for this, but you're going to need oil pastel or crayons and some blue watercolor. Pencils can always be, this is my helper, you're going to see him doing the lesson today. Pencils can always be substituted in if you don't have oil pastels or watercolors. So grab your supplies and let's get started. All right. So I'm going to get these you want to even color in your little fish. So if you've done some smaller tropical fish, like I was looking at some clownfish that kind of look like Nemo. So some striped fish here. Okay. Then it's time to paint once you have all your details. Now, artists that are more detail-oriented might want to outline with Sharpie before painting, but you don't have to. You can if you have a Sharpie and you like to outline things with Sharpie. The final step is your watercolor. So I always wake up my color. I add water to it 2 times. I like to say, water, water, tap, tap, tap. And then the really fun part, you can start to push the water onto the page, all right? And start painting in your ocean in that way. Notice what happens when you come up against a shape. Does it cover it or does it push it away? Does it resist? If you used oil pastels or crayons, it's gonna resist, okay? There we go. Now, as you see, I've got a really dark blue going. Does anybody know how to make it lighter, if I want it lighter? So one way to control the watercolor is by adding more water and then pushing the paint where I want it to go. So I always push the paint around the page, and if I want lighter shades, I add more water. So boys and girls, I cannot wait to see your finished tropical reefs. Please share your pictures with me and have fun and enjoy your painting inspired by Australian painter Ken Dunn. I can't wait to see what you create. Remember, you have the freedom to imagine and the power to create.